I mean, with about 15 to go, Justin was good. And I was like, man, I want it Loudon, Doug's won at Riverhead, Justin's finally going to get it. And he just kept on backing up, and having that extra tire certainly played into it. They had a really good car for having 2 tires. I mean, they held on for a long time. So we just we had a good race car. That's what it comes down to. Really, we were tight initially when we took that new right front. I thought we were going to be loose, and I was kind of nervous. So I just really kept working the rears, hoping to put some heat in the right rear and let it catch up, or at least build some more pressure in the right front and help free me up. And it seemed to help. It started to come around right before one of those wrecks. We got a quick caution, and I was like, okay, I'm rolling the center much better. So, and then the final 6-7 laps when we did get the lead, the car really started to come in, and it was just keep taking notes and keep making our car better. It's cool. I like coming. I love coming here to Stafford. It seems like I'm racing here weekly at this point, right? Just because of the rainouts and the open 80s and everything. But I enjoy coming here. I started racing an SK modified here in 2010. I started racing a tour car my first time in 2007. So I've been coming here for 14 years, which is crazy to think. I mean, I still look like I'm 18, So, it's a lot of fun. And what's even better, I got a guy who does tires with us that's been with me since quarter midgets. We got a guy that has been helping us for 6. Everybody on this crew has been, a friend of mine or they've been with me forever. So it's been a lot of fun. And then Steven Kopchick, our crew chief, he's learning and he's doing a great job. And I'm having a lot of fun with these guys. Yeah, we got to zoom in on all these people because that's what makes it happen. Hunt Brothers Pizza, Morton Buildings, CBYD, call before you dig, 811. It's almost 811 day, so be sure to call before you dig. And, it's cool. FK Rod Ends, Racing Electronics, Sean Weddell Communications, Hypercoil, Ernest Performance for the awesome shocks, FK Rod Ends, Willwood. I mean, I got a whole bunch of Oval Speed, a lot of people to thank, but just really, really happy to win here today.
We talked about this morning, that the strategy here with pit stops just makes it so tough, and we were pretty awful to say the least on the first run, and with the last car in the lead lap, and guys we put rears on it, and the guys got us out, gained us a bunch of spots, and got to second pretty quickly. And at that point when you're second and Doug's in front of you on the same strategy, you're like, do you really come in? You don't know how the cautions are going to play out, and Ryan just has nothing to lose. He can race these races to just go for broke and go for the win, and we're conscious of the points. We don't want to put ourselves in 8th or 9th and get ourselves caught up in a wreck. So he had the best car all day, not to take anything away from him, but we made huge strides there after the pit stop. I would have loved to have raced them heads up with 3 tires and see if we could have held them off. But all in all, really good night. Really happy with how we bounced back. That's how you get to the end of these seasons, is by having nights like this where you struggle and still get a good run. So 0 for 40, as I'm sure you're going to say, but we're really making big strides here, and it's just really tough, and this series is really tough, and there's nothing wrong with finishing second. It's our 3rd straight second, and we'll go on to Beach Ridge here in a couple weeks, and hopefully when we come back here in the fall, we're in a position to win the race and win the big trophy. So a lot of racing left in between now and then, but we're clicking on all cylinders right now. I think we've been running top 3, 5 or 6 straight races here, so really happy with everybody on our crew, our whole team. Can't thank my sponsors enough: Phoenix Communications, Clearcom IT Solutions, Fury Race Cars, Robert Yates Engines, my whole team, owners Ken and Janine of M3 Technologies. Just it's a total team effort, and we're doing a really good job right now. We just got to keep it up.
Yeah, we were really close. We got a little bit too loose there on the long run. We kind of fought that the whole race, but we were right there. I mean, whole night we pretty much ran in the top 3. Time trialed up front. A little bit too loose in the long run, but the last few races we were right there contending for wins and poles, and things are good. We just need a little bit extra. We're missing something there, but we're close. Great effort on everyone's end tonight with the Ultra Wheel 7NY. Everyone on the pit stops did an awesome job. Overall, it was a good day. Yeah, it's big. It's been a little while since we won here with the NASCAR Wheel Modified Tour, but as good as we've been running the last few races, I think wins will come. I mean, when you're consistently running in the top 3 and contending for poles, it's just a matter of time and, putting the whole race together. And, it's a lot of strategy involved, some luck. This is a tough tour, some great competition, and, a lot goes into it. So we're knocking on the door, and I look forward to the next few races.
Took right side tires. I think most of them took rears, and we don't like taking rears. It just never has worked for us, and that's probably why I got by Ryan when he had really tight race car after that restart. So that's why we don't really like to do it. But then we lost the drive because we didn't take a left rear. So, if I'd have fallen back sooner, I would have came in and taken rears and had more tire at the end. But when you're up front and you're leading, really don't come in and pit. So unfortunately, we were kind of, I don't want to say stranded, because I thought I had a good car. When I battled with Justin on those restarts, the car stuck on the bottom really good, but as soon as we got single file, I lost forward drive. And I know him and Ryan Stone and all those guys work hard on their forward drive, and he had it, so that's why he drove right by me. And then Ryan came through, McKennedy came through, and I was just really free and settled in fourth, and that's where we ended up tonight. But it was a good show for the fans. Really cool to have GAF Roofing come on with Eric Goodale and bringing them on as a title sponsor here at Stafford. And then, of course, what the King family did in memory of Don. Don's one of my best friends, and, I really wanted to win for him and the whole family being here tonight. But we put on a good show, came home fourth, and what more can you do? Definitely Mayhew Tools, Modulewski's Towing, Pix Motorsports, Reynolds Auto Wrecking, JRI Shocks, Ernest Performance, Robert Yates Racing Engines, LFR Chassis. We got a ton of people that help us out. My crew chief, Phil Moran, we had motor problem at Loudon. He drove the motor to North Carolina before the Lancaster race to get it freshened, and this is actually that motor that we blew at Loudon, so we're 2 races back, and it's back in the car. So, we're still building this program and trying to figure out our place. We're racing against some teams that are really hungry for wins and spending a lot of money, and I got great support from my sponsors, but we're still we're working on our cars and our setups and keep trying stuff. I mean, we certainly hit on something at Riverhead, and we had a great car at Lancaster last week with that red car, and it just seems like this black car is a little bit off every time we bring it out. It's like, it's not as dominant as we would like it to be, and this is our winningest car that I've ever driven with the 2 team and now the 10, so just seems like that red car is a little bit better, so maybe you'll see it a little bit more at the end of the season.
Yeah, we were just really loose the first half of that first long run, and actually ended up getting lapped, and luckily got a lucky dog and ended up getting back into the top 10 and made some improvements on our car at the pit stop, which got it going better, and we're able to rally back to 5th. So not bad. Could have been a lot worse. Just all my guys, Kevin and Kenny Stewart, Bob Caton, just everyone involved in this who put so much work into it. And would have been nice to get one for my fiance's family tonight for the race, remembering Don King. But we gave it our best effort, and we'll try again next time.